I finally started cheating at video production. I spent the last week building an app to help me make videos, because honestly, running this Faceless channel has been taking way more time than I ever expected. In fact, the video you're watching right now was partially made with my own app, and as I keep adding features and improving it, I might be able to make some small profit from it later as well. So, if you've ever wanted to launch your own app, especially now that AI makes it even easier, today's video might be helpful. Whether it's something built just for yourself or something that could generate a little passive income, I'll show you exactly how I built this app, what tools I used, how I deployed it, and most importantly, how to add payments so your app can actually make money. I'll also share some of the tricks I use whenever I launch a new app. So without further ado, let's get into it. First, why did I build this app and what does it actually do? Let me show you. Let's say I have a video transcript, or maybe I just have an audio recording that needs to be turned into a video. I can upload the transcript or audio, choose an avatar, cartoon or realistic, and you know what? Let's use this one.
We're going to make building in public great again.
The app automatically generates video clips featuring the narrator I selected, synchronized to either the text or audio content. Pretty cool, right? The reason I built this little thing is because over the last 10 months of running this Faceless channel, I've realized that faceless videos actually require way more editing than I originally thought. I thought making faceless content would be easy, no camera, no fancy equipment, just throw some clips together and call it a day. Turns out, because there's no real person on screen providing a role, I end up spending an absurd amount of time creating visuals and editing around that missing footage. This app helps me cut down a big chunk of that workload. Now, why not just use one of the AI video generators already on the market? Well, I ran out of video ideas. Okay, maybe that's only a tiny part of the reason. I don't want to overpay for expensive models generating fancy clips. I just need visuals that match my script or audio while showing a specific narrator avatar. And I also don't want to spend time splitting a script into chunks, brainstorming prompts, and then feeding them into AI one by one for an entire video. I wanted a workflow where I could simply upload my script or audio, upload a narrator image, hit a button, and get all the footage I need in one shot. Next, I'm going to show you exactly how I built an app like this. With AI nowadays, everyone can launch their own app. So, if you've been thinking about building one but don't know where to start, hopefully what I'm going to show you can give you some ideas. I'll walk through the tools I used, how I deployed everything at little to no cost, and of course, the part most people care about, how to add payment functionality. This app has 4 major components. First, a language model analyzes the script and figures out the main topic. Based on that, it generates prompts for the avatar scenes. Then, an image model creates the visuals using those prompts.
We're going to make building in public great again.
For the AI models, I integrated them directly through APIs in my backend. After that, I use Remotion to render the final video clips and synchronize them with the original script. Remotion is an open source framework that generates videos using code. I actually made another video explaining it in detail. If the input is audio, the original audio track is also included in the final generated video. But first, it runs through my transcription service in the backend to convert it into text, so the language model can understand the content. For audio transcription, I deployed Whisper CPP in my backend as a small transcription service. It's also open source. I could have used a paid transcription API and saved myself some effort. But I'm already running out of budget for those AI models. So, Buffett, if you're watching this and interested, please contact me. At this point, the project was turning into a pretty ridiculous multi-model system. And if you're someone who wants to get into building AI agents or full-stack apps, but you're kind of overwhelmed by where to even start, honestly, I think the best thing you can do is just start building stuff. Because one real project will probably teach you more than like 10 hours of tutorials. That's pretty much how I learn most new tools now. Especially with how fast AI moves, I've realized the only way to actually keep up is by building real things with it. And recently I found something that really impressed me, which I had to share. This Scrimba course on building an AI support agent with the Vercel AI SDK lets you work on the project directly inside the video. So instead of just watching it, I can pause the video, edit the code directly, and instantly see the result in the built-in mini browser. It feels like I am screen sharing with an instructor while they guide me through it. And plus, no need to spend 30 minutes setting up an environment before I can even start building.
Nice.
Around 30% of Scrimba's courses are totally free and cover the fundamentals from full stack to AI. Plus, if you sign up using my link in the description, you'll save an extra 20% on their pro plans when you decide to upgrade later. My app is deployed on AWS. Personally, I highly recommend building serverless applications whenever possible. With a serverless architecture, you don't have to pay for servers or VMs, and you
only pay for what you need.
When traffic is low in the early stages, it's basically free hosting. I have another video that walks through deploying a serverless app step by step if you're interested. I use Stripe for payment collection. There will be payments, right? Stripe provides APIs and supports both one-time purchases and subscriptions, and setting it up is quite straightforward. Create your products. Create your pricing. Copy a few IDs and API keys, and you're basically ready to accept payments. Or just ask Claude Code, Codex, Cursor, or whatever coding AI you're using, and let them prove they're worth the subscription fee you're paying. You can add payments to your app fairly quickly. Hopefully your first customer shows up quickly as well, proves that payment is not another useless feature you added. Now that we've covered how to build an app like this, I want to share a few tips that have helped me ship products faster and with a lot less stress. Tip number 1, break things down. Before you start coding or asking AI to code, break your app into small modules. Separate them by features or functions. Not only does this make the app easier to build and maintain so your life is easier, but it also makes AI's life much easier, which means your tokens can last a bit longer and eventually makes your life easier as well. Use separate chat sessions for separate features. This keeps each agent's context smaller and cleaner. AI tends to generate better, more reliable code when it isn't drowning in a massive context window. It stays focused, hallucinates less, and survives long iteration cycles without forgetting what it's doing. Tip number 2, repeat what you're already good at. If you already have a tech stack you know well, or a development template you've used successfully, keep using it. Don't chase every shiny new tool. Technology is supposed to serve you. If your current tools get the job done safely and efficiently, stick with them. Time means money. Before adopting a new tool, ask yourself, will this actually make my work easier? Do I truly need this new technology to build the feature I want? Everything should be optimized for getting your idea validated as quickly as possible. Don't use new tools just because they're trendy. Don't let them slow you down on getting rich. Tip number 3, keep it simple but effective. Your first version should be painfully simple. Use the most basic interface possible to solve one very specific problem, then validate whether anyone actually wants it. Early users don't care how fancy your UI is. They care whether your product solves their problem. The real challenge is finding the overlap between what you've built and what users actually need. Don't spend months polishing features or perfecting the UI design before validating your product. A beautiful app nobody uses just isn't worth it. Again, time means money. Those are probably the most useful lessons I've learned for building and shipping apps quickly. Now maybe you're excited to build something, but you still don't have an idea. I'll share a few tricks for that as well. The best products come from personal friction. Any problem that annoys you might also annoy thousands of other people. Those little frustrations can become product opportunities. No matter how small or how stupid they sound, they're worth validating. Ask people in your communities. Post on X. And maybe you'll find out that idea really is stupid. But hey, at least you didn't cash out your 401k for it. The point is, try to solve a small problem you have. Build something simple and put it in front of people. Let the market tell you whether the problem is real. Don't try to invent demand. Pay attention to the annoying little things in everyday life and validate them. Another approach: build an app around your own workflow. If you don't currently have a problem to solve, try packaging a workflow you already use into a product. There's a good chance other people follow a similar workflow and would benefit from it. And if nobody else wants it, well, worst case scenario, you made your own life a bit easier. Third option, pay attention to repetitive energy drains. People use apps to remove the exhausting gap between ideas and execution. If you constantly find yourself doing repetitive, time-consuming work, that's a signal worth investigating. The next time you catch yourself sighing at some tedious task, ask, could I build something that makes this easier? And if you've made it this far and still don't have an idea, then go do whatever work you need to do. Build the things you want to build. Work on the projects you care about. Just keep all of the above in mind. As you work, you'll start noticing problems everywhere. Problems waiting to be solved. And that's it for today's video. I'm Brandon, an indie hacker. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.